So some tough markets in tough market environment in the early 70s. You came out with a really impactful and revolutionary and controversial article in 1975 called The Loser's Game, which was inspired by a book on tennis. Can you talk about what went into that article and the reaction to it?
Yeah, let me talk a little bit about the book, because it's really worth celebrating. Simon Ramo was a fabulously wonderful human being on a lot of different levels. People liked him a lot. He was also the Ramo of Thomson Ramo Wooldridge, or TRW, which is the organization that did almost all the general contracting for the American space program. Great industrialist, inspiring leader. He also happened to be a gifted musician. He and 3 members of the Los Angeles Symphony Orchestra played in concert as a quartet. And he happened to be a pretty good athlete. And he, being trained as an engineer, looked on tennis in a way that nobody had ever looked at tennis before. And he realized there are 2 games of tennis, and they use the same equipment, the same court, the same dress code, and they keep score the same way. But other than that, they're completely different. In professional tennis or expert tennis, and there are very few people that really play expert tennis, they are really good. And they don't make mistakes, but they force the other person to do just a little bit harder to do, a little bit harder to do, and sooner or later, a forced error is made. And they win points most of the time. When I play tennis, I play for fun. And I lose points. And I hit it in the net. The really good players never hit it in the net. I double fault. Good players almost never double fault. I hit it out of the court. They don't hit it out of the court, they get close to the line, but they don't hit it. And I give you layup after layup after layup, easy shots you can put away. So he said, you have to understand which game of tennis you're playing. And if you're a brilliant athlete, fabulous tennis player, you should play a winning strategy. But if you're not, you should play to not lose. You should be defensive, keep the ball in play. My father-in-law is a terrific athlete. Said if you get the ball back 3 times on every point, you win every match for the rest of your life. And he was right. So loser tennis is what I play. Williams sisters play winning tennis. And once you get that in your mind, it's hard to shake, and you'll see it showing up in one place after another after another. Driving, for example, is don't make mistakes, don't have accidents, don't do anything that's dangerous, and you'll be fine. If you want to be a fabulous Indianapolis 500 driver, that's your choice. But that's a different line of work. Investment management, there are people who are playing a winner's game, and they are doing something that is so beautifully done that you and I would be very confident they'll keep it up. And then there are a lot of people who are in there competing as best they can, but candidly they make mistakes. They buy high and sell low, and they have their portfolio arranged the wrong way. And sooner or later, they fall short of what they're trying to do. And because I was working with a large number of different investment management firms, I could see for myself, they're all the same in such ways as really bright people who really studied investment management and know a lot about how to do it and how to think about it. They are very good at networking with other people and gathering information. They've got access to terrific information resources, and they are excited about the information they've got. They've got computing power that's terrific. And they're all competing with each other, and they don't realize it's not the market that they're competing with, it's those other guys. And those other guys are pretty good, and it's pretty hard to beat them. And that was the genesis of realizing what Ramo's talking about in tennis applies to investment management. And the name of the article, which the thesis was how to not lose, is realize mistakes are terribly important. Try to avoid mistakes, and call the article The Loser's Game, because the game is dominated not by the winner, but by the loser.
So then that became the impetus for the book that it eventually morphed into Winning the Loser's Game. And you provide some important insights. And one of the big takeaways from it is that you say winning the loser's game of beating the market is easy. Don't play it. So can you expand on that and other insights in terms of the book?
If you said, I would like to be in the top 25%, top quartile of investment results with my investment manager, I can say to you comfortably, you can do that easily. Well, actually, top 25% is fine, but I'd like to actually be in the top 15%. Can you do that? Yep, I can guarantee you that you'll be in the top 15%. Top 5%? No, I can't guarantee that. Top 15%. Guaranteed? Yeah. Over a 15 or 20-year period, you'll be in the top 15% if you follow my simple guideline. What do? You invest in a low-cost index fund and relax, because it's going to happen.